Okay, so this is a draft of a creative nonfiction project that I'm writing for my literature class, and it is called Christmas 1999. It was Christmas Eve 1999, and I was 5 years old. My family and I had spent the previous day making our tree pretty, but I had mostly just watched because 5-year-olds aren't very helpful in decorating trees. My parents had put up the Christmas lights, my brothers set up a train around the base, and I had helped hang ornaments. I love the ornaments. They are so shiny. Tonight I decided I was going to wait for Santa. Like most kids my age, I still believed in Santa because it didn't occur to me yet that the idea of a man bearing gifts to millions of households in one night might be strange. Accordingly, I decided that I was old enough now to meet Santa, and I thought the best method of accomplishing this task was to sleep in the living room. My plan involved going to sleep early, or on time, as all children know they must do on Christmas Eve, but to sleep in the living room instead of my bedroom, because that way Santa might wake me up. Even at the time, I knew that there was no physical way that a man of exceptional size could fit down a chimney while carrying a sack of presents without making some sort of noise. Perhaps it didn't occur to me that, as he does to make his reindeer fly, he would just use magic. The plan, as far as I was concerned, was foolproof. The elder of my two brothers, Andy, charitably decided to join me. At the time, I assumed that it was because Andy still believed in Santa, and, like I did, he wanted to catch him in the act of gift-dropping and meet him. I didn't even consider that the reason only one of my brothers joined me is that, as 11-year-olds, neither of my brothers believed in Santa anymore. To me, that was not the case at all. Andy had joined me because he and I had seen a flaw in other people's plans. Pat, our brother, just like all the other children, had been duped by adults into believing that Santa would only come if he went to bed early, and only if he was in his bed. We knew, though, that Santa would come anyway, and we intended to catch him. Looking back on it now, I realized that Andy probably joined me to keep me company and to spend time with his only sister. I had always been closer to Andy, and maybe this was a part of it. Maybe this is why we sometimes bond together and seem to be a force against Pat. He didn't believe, and he couldn't even pretend to do so for my benefit. At the time, though, what mattered is that I had an accomplice in my plot against the rules of Christmas. Our parents had tried to stop us, but we were resolute. That night, we grabbed some sleeping bags and our pillows and went into the dark living room. We set up camp on the carpeted floor, because sleeping on the couches would have been too obvious and not at all keeping with the breaking the rules theme, and went to sleep. In the morning, Pat came in to wake us up. Neither Andy nor I had woken up at any time during the night, and I was suddenly enraged. How had that fat man done it? How could reindeer landing on a roof not wake us up? How would Santa fit down our chimney without making any noise? How did my plan not work? As soon as I got into my stocking, though, which was full of candy, all was forgotten and I didn't care anymore. Though we hadn't caught Santa, Andy and I had given it our best try. Over time, I stopped believing in a bearded man who rides a sleigh pulled by reindeer. I realized since then that the reason adults don't care about a stranger breaking into their house is that the adults themselves are Santa. I still don't know how or when my parents find time to be Santa, but I know that one or both of them snuck past us that night to leave presents under our tree. Even that doesn't matter much. What matters to me, and the reason I still remember that Christmas, is that I got a chance to spend time with my brother who, for one night, believed in Santa. It was Christmas 1999 and we had missed Santa together.